Because letter carriers are out delivering the mail 6 or even 7 days a week in every neighborhood across this great country, they're often the first person on the scene when action is needed. And you put those two things together, a willingness to go above and beyond when necessary, and a frequent presence in America's neighborhoods, and you get the kind of deeds that brought us all here today to celebrate. Okay, Eve's here to accept the award, and with her are Branch 56 President Kyle Incencio and his wife Leanne, and Eve's daughter and son Jennifer and James, right?
Correct.
Okay, and Grand Rapids Postmaster Teresa Mullins is here? Yes, Teresa, okay. Thanks for coming. Okay, if I mess up, tell me when I'm done. Don't keep interrupting. Just. Eve was working in the union office at the post office and had just gone off the clock when she said, "I heard this weird scream." Others seemed to think the noise was from the children playing in the lobby, but Eve said she just had this intuition that that's not what it was. She went to check out the situation, and she found a clerk lying face first on the floor. She was convulsing and in a pool of blood, Eve said. The clerk had just finished working the window and had been walking to the back to close out her drawer when she had suffered an apparent seizure and then had fallen to the floor and hit her head. Eve yelled out for someone to call 911 as she ran to the woman's side. The clerk was bleeding from the head, so Eve began first aid. Then the clerk stopped breathing. James had rushed over as well, and the two carriers rolled the woman onto her back and lifted her head up. She had bit down on her tongue so hard we couldn't get her mouth open, Eve recalled. Eve checked for a pulse, but couldn't detect one. So she held the woman's head so that she wouldn't choke on her own blood, while James, who was a former EMT with the local fire department, convenient, began performing chest compressions. And the woman started breathing again. The two letter carriers tried to keep her lying down to prevent further injury and asked her questions to keep her awake until the paramedics arrived. The clerk was taken to the hospital and soon recovered. Because Eve got so much blood on herself in the process, the two women now joke that they're blood sisters. It's not how that works. But Eve, a 30-year letter carrier, doesn't consider herself a hero. "I was pretty happy that she came back to life," she said. "I would just hope that someone else would do the same thing." And James echoed that sentiment. "I'm not a hero," the 22-year letter carrier said. "Luckily, I had the training. I was just glad that I was there." The judges, however, saw heroism in their actions. In bestowing NALC's Unit Citation Award on James and Eve, the judges said that they were impressed by the pair's ability to stay calm and handle the situation and to work together. Teamwork and engagement, that's what saved a life, the judges said. So please join me in congratulating Evelyn Woodward and James McKay for their heroic actions in saving a life and for receiving the 2017 Unit Citation Award. Congratulations. One for you, one for James. You want to hold that up? We'll take a picture? Okay. Step away.
I'd just like to thank everyone and especially Fred and Geneva for this great opportunity. It's been a great week. I didn't expect to get this much. It's been a fun week, and to be able to share it with my son and my daughter. We have not been together for 15 years, so it's been it's been a great time. But I just like to say that after this was done with, a couple months later, Amika, who we saved, came through the post office, and I just happened to catch her out of the corner of my eye. And I ran over and gave her a hug, and she was like, "Who is this crazy lady?" You know, because she didn't remember anything from the night. And so I just told her that, yeah, I was part of helping to find you and save you. And so then she had a tub of mail in her hand, and she just went and set it down. She goes, "I got to give you a proper hug."